Oh no.
How about now? Hello, club members. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know in chat. Hello. It's definitely not a Redacre neighborhood watch without audio issues, right? Okay, you can hear me now. Hello, everybody. It's so great to see you. Thank you for hanging in there, dealing with my great skills in streaming. So glad to see you there. All right, we are going to um yeah, can we get some mods in the chat to ban our new friends? Thank you so much. We're going to start out our stream with a little PSA. We wanted to start it out in with just a little note about how much we love this story, and that's why we are all here. We love the good parts and the scary parts and the little twisted bits and even these sad chapters. And just because this tale is fictional does not mean that our feelings aren't real and valid. So please make sure that you take care of yourself. Please recognize that emotions are high and also varied, and we're just asking that empathy be shown to everyone today. Be kind to those who have lost someone important to them. Realize that even though your meme or your joke may be great, it just might sting a little too much right now, and you can save it for another day. For those of you that are hurting, please realize that we see you and we care about you, and we want to keep our community a safe space. So please also realize that sharing in-depth mental health statuses can also be triggering for other club members in our space. So we just ask that everyone be mindful of what you say so we can keep everything in our community safe and cared for today and always. And we just love you so much. Which leads us in, of course, to our thank you for all the different ways that you support us and for showing up today to hang out with us. We are so excited to go through this month's lore with you. We also want to, of course, plug the Discord. All of the lore and the speculation in this episode is gathered from information from the Interaction Archive, which you can find the transcripts in and also talk about and discuss them further in Spoilers and Speculation. We always have a reminder that we raid after each episode, and we try our best to find someone new to TBC so we can welcome them to the game and to the community, so please stick around for that. Of course, if there are audio issues, you guys already know the drill because you were on the ball at the beginning. Just let us know. We'll try to change levels that need to go up or down, or, if you can't hear anyone at all. And we also have Winter Rose counting the Zayden screams today, so definitely call that out in chat. We want to give a giant thank you, as always, to our lore hounds, which are RK, Dana, and Zap, for their super hard work this month and always in gathering all of this lore for us. So, previously on the Redacre Neighborhood Watch, the last time that we broke through Chorus's radio wave embargo, we spoke about the Hunter's new face guard. We talked about what was going on with the Watchers and the Skeptics finding body-adjacent parts in the water, which was strange. Today we're going to be talking about Sundown, SatCon, Speak as One, and of course, our beloved Die For You. There's bound to be lots of lore and speculation, so remember, we're always taking and reading your questions, comments, theories, and even tinfoil, so type away. And with that, I'm going to introduce your hosts for today. So, our host over here on the right, you would never guess, you probably have never heard of them, the wonderful and the amazing RK.
Hi, it's me.
Hierarchy.
Hi.
We also have over here on the left the wonderful and mystic Hasty.
Hi, nice to see you.
Glad to have you here. And lurking in the back corner in a non creepy, ever so joyous way, Zayden.
It's me, Zayden. I have returned to everybody after a very long and perilous trip.
We are so glad to have you here today. All right, friends, let us depart on a mission and jump into everything that's been happening this month in the Blackout Club.
So, earlier this month, Grandmother suggested that the club convince Diveview to step up and help the unknown caller. She suggested that the club could give Diveview UC's name, which we did, and it helped to free Camden, aka the UC, but at a very high cost. The Adair also remarked earlier this month that he hoped Diveview had a plan, and he's worried that if Hunt the Strong ate Diveview, then the hunter would gain all the old tongue Diveview knows. So he hoped Diveview had a plan, even though he isn't known for planning.
Which brings us to the unfortunate events of yesterday. We are going to play the Die For You event and have a little chat about it. So if that is not something that you wish to see or wish to see again, just so you know, it's about a 7.5-minute clip, and then we'll be talking about it for a little bit afterwards. If you want to skip it, that's great. We hope to see you back after. And for everyone else, hope you have your tissues ready. So let me cue that up.
I'm just gonna order us up some more goodies.
Yes, that's what
Oh shit!
RK, you have slipped from this rest. Your time among the paranoiacs.
No, thank you.
Well,
Feels bad to have someone slip from his grasp, though. Aw.
it does indeed. Was that okay? Was that a Camden Blaine that was contacting you there?
Kind of. Physically. There was a little bit of a Camden Blaine in there.
Children, it has been some time.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
Indeed it is. And I have been busy for some time myself. How are you doing this evening?
We are nervous.
I just got a scary message
I
from...
feel like I'm about to puke up my own heart, but aside from that, I'm doing good.
It's going to be okay.
What drives you so anxious? Please, tell me.
I mean, shit, the quiet war's been
Because
quiet
we
for a
don't know
long
what's
time.
happening. We were summoned here, and I don't recall much. I have been stuck in a loop. I only remember something about sundown.
More mysteries abound. I myself have been a bit distracted, struggling with the hunter within the unknown caller, but I wanted to come and ask you both this evening. How do you feel?
Do you
I
mean about
feel
the
ready.
hunter? About what's going down?
Your convictions. Do you hold strong to them?
Yes.
Very.
Good. Good. You and those of such strong convictions. I think I may need your strength for what must be done tonight.
Oh shit! I mean, wait. Look,
Die for
for you. Well, you begged these children to challenge me. Why? You will have no death poem here. No sonnet. I will eat your entire story while you watch. All you are is now mine.
Yes, brother. You are what you eat, right? You seize control of our hosts by taking on some of who we are. Such ambition. But, and I say this with love, you strike me as a little jealous. You prey on voices who have far more to say than you do. I look at all this, and I see a little boy wearing the mask of a beast. So he needs never grow up. I feel sorry for you.
Me? Please. You were so beloved, and now you die for no one. How sad. Death has never meant a thing. It is sublimely indifferent. Stone becomes sand. History shrugs. No one will remember your pain. Except children. And who will ever believe them?
Who indeed? Caller, do you hear us? Camden Blaine, listen! You skeptics were right. Voices can be hypocritical. We live on while you suffer or die. Well, not today, my friend. Today, at last, it is my turn. Wake up, Camden! Fight him! The children miss you! Tell him, children! Make him remember his name! What he meant to you! Hurry! Camden!
Wake up, Camden! You're my hero, we need you.
Remember who you are!
Captain Blaine!
Captain, come back!
Captain, fight him!
The music of desperation. But in the end, they all dance for me.
Camden! I don't want your worship! Listen to these children! We just want you to wake up! Tell him!
Captain,
Please wake up.
You can do this! Wake up, Captain!
Wake up!
I need you.
We're here for you. Wake up!
Brother, you're not listening. I've had sister. I wonder, how will you taste?
Wake up!
No! What have you done?
You're a bastard!
I wish I could post this on something.
No!
Oh. No.
All right, friends. If that was your first time seeing the event, I'm sure you have so many questions and goosebumps. If it was your second or 50th time, probably still the same. So the first thing we'd like to do is head over to RK and and kind of let her talk. Like, what was going through your head through all of that? Did you have any idea?
I didn't know really what to expect because I was just doing the mission. I was hanging out. And then I guess when we got to the Red Moon, I was kind of expecting like a aha plot twist. We get one over on him. But then I think when I heard the drums, I was like, that's when it hit me as like, oh god.
Those drums are so ominous. So I think like when we're hearing everyone, obviously this clip that we saw was from RK's perspective, and there are also clips from Mar and Viking's perspectives. But I think one thing that was the same is just like this audible loss of words, kind of for everyone involved, except for, you know, some expletives that were rightfully earned. Do you have any thoughts that any of you in the call would like to share about Die For You? And we'll also be pulling some from chat. So chat, if you have anything you'd like to say as, you know, a goodbye or a tribute, we'd love to hear it.
The mad lad did it.
The mad lad did it after how many months of like hyping up this like showdown?
True.
Well, the first like UC thing happened in March 2020, so it's been a long time. Well, the like Die For You UC thing, I mean.
Very true. Winter Rose
Long
says,
time.
I agree, the mad lad did it. Mum says, martyrdom ironically never dies. Chat says, all we know about Die For You was that she was a drink, but that was like meal proportion wise. He never used flavor words for her, I don't think. True. True. Yeah, Ruby says that I hope he knew he succeeded. I hope so too. I hope that people are, you know, letting him know that it wasn't all in vain. Craig says, I hope Die For You gives the biggest case of effing ingestion ever. I agree. I agree.
I definitely want to check in on the other hosts too, not just Camden Blaine, but also the music teacher standing.
For sure.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to some follow-up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a great question, Winter. Winter asks, was Camden freed or is he still fighting? I think RK can probably speak to that.
I would like to think he's freed. Just because of that follow-up text message I got where he's talking normal, and I asked, is it really you or is it him pretending to be you? And he said, no one's that much of an a-hole, even a god.
Yeah, that's something that obviously we don't have captured in the clip, but did that give you some kind of relief or, you know, hope when you received that kind of a text message after such a big event?
I think it was just more proof that something did happen, because afterwards in SAS we were talking about like, hey, we should keep chanting Camden's name. Like, I thought we still had work to do, but then the follow-up was like, we did it. He did it. Like, we won, I guess.
That's an awesome realization. I mean, that's a huge thing that people have been fighting for UC's freedom for so long.
Hey, look at us. Technically competent.
I guess a great follow-up will be like, what exactly does he know? What does he remember from being under the thumb of Hunt the Strong? He seems like he could be a great asset.
I feel like he's definitely going to be an end to learning what we can do to defeat the hunter. Or maybe he knows where the baby is.
The baby.
The baby.
Baby.
The baby.
Let's go.
That's okay, Winter. There's no wrong way to send a light. It will all be wonderful. Yeah, I'm sure so many people have so many memories, so many things that they wanted to say, didn't get to say. So in case you weren't aware, you can still send lights right now to Die For You, be kept in his own little corner of the world. So you can send tributes, you can, send whatever you'd like before he's off the table. Kind of the same-ish as Dance For Us. All right, we'll talk probably a little bit more about Die For You throughout, but we are actually going to shift a little bit to another very interesting character that Hasty has some information about.
Thank you, Leia. So I'm going to go switch gears to talk about Jasmine. So here's some of the lore that we had. According to the Idare, In Her Teeth knows something about Jasmine, so keep pressing the End Mother about Topanish. A quote from Tid goes, In Her Teeth knows something, more than she will say to me. If anyone knows the purpose to which she was enslaved, it would have to be the End Mother. I'll give a little recap too about Jasmine with a few interactions from earlier this year. So Jazzy Shines was the stage name of Jasmine Oberland, a burlesque dancer. Jasmine Oberland was suspected by the Dead Skeptic to be capable of polyphonic overtone singing. The only other NPC we know capable of polyphonic overtone singing is Calm Ryan. A quote from Devin goes, Some people got together in Topanish because she vanished, leaving them a video message that did not sound like her. Our people think she did that thing, singing with two voices at once. Something wanted her, to use her for a meeting between voices. She found out and ran, because someone warned her that she wouldn't exist when they were done. And just a little last aside for the polyphonic overtone singing part, I think we've also called them dual tone singers in shorthand, but anyway, polyphonic overtone singers are highly coveted by the voices for their utility in letting voices communicate and meet and host with complete secrecy. So back when the Unknown Caller, he presented this information saying, two voices, one mind, each with all they know, total secrecy among schemers, such talent, such privacy, a treasure, wealth beyond wealth. The Idare says that Inner Teeth knows more about Jasmine Oberland and what she did in Topanish and why, but she just won't tell him.
She's been there's so much, it's so hard to see like such a, I don't want to say it's like a side quest or like a side storyline, because it's not, but like we have so much focus going on right now with like this huge event and building up to this huge event, but there's also so much like wonder and curiosity of like In Her Teeth has just been put on the back burner for so long, but she's obviously not just been sitting still, right? She has like her own agenda that we know of. She has all of her own little secrets, and I just want to like crack that egg and know what she knows about all of this.
She's still studying the Gorgon curse, so many a Tooth follower is still sacrificing with the curse on hand as they get it.
And I wonder how that's gonna play into things. Oh my gosh, you guys are bringing a little party time.
It's party time.
It's all good.
Thank you for the recap too of Jazzy Shines.
Is it time for
It is. What perfect timing that we ended the mission. All right, friends. It is time for a Redacre Neighborhood Watch giveaway. This is going to be for a physical item. If you're not part of our Discord, that's where you get to see the giveaways. You can see past and present. I try and keep the past channel up to date, but I've kind of been failing recently, so sorry about that. In order to enter the giveaway, all you need to do is type in !giveaway once we start the giveaway, which I'm clicking the buttons now. And this is a physical item, so it does require a mailing address and for you to have permission or have the okay to provide that mailing address. Also, El Ravager, thank you so much for the donation. So many snacks. It's really going to help us be able to do these giveaways. Everything that you guys donate to us goes to the next month's giveaways, which is super exciting. Very much appreciate that. And so glad you liked your mug. All right, you have about 10 more seconds to enter that giveaway. And then we'll see which one of our hosts has the best drum roll. Yeah, we very much appreciate you, El Ravager. We also see you on the weekly videos, always giving us support and thumbs up on that. And a lot of you do, so thank you, thank you. That's another way that you can win giveaway items is we pull a random comment, a commenter from our Redacre recap videos every week. So if you don't win here, you can still win there. All right, who would like to do the drum roll?
I got it.
There we go, Zayden's drum roll, and the winner is Lorecast. Congrats. You have won a physical away give item. Make sure to message me on Discord, and that way if you're not in our server, I can get you an invite, and if you are, I know exactly who to give the winner role to. Congratulations, that's very exciting. All right, I am going to bat the conversation over to some person, I should say, not over to Cody. We don't have Cody here with us, but we're going to be talking about Cody.
Yeah, the man, the myth, the legend, Cody. Tid is told about a man matching Cody's description being in saturation control with calm. This visual description originally came from grandmother when she was asked about saturation group 6. And I'm going to give my best grandmother impression here.
You got this?
Tousled back, black hair, white tank top. What are those odd wallet chains? Big black army boots. A punk, I think.
Very good.
I love it.
Fantastic.
Although I think I'm partial to back hair instead of black hair.
Back hair.
Zap, you're amazing.
Just gotta keep growing with it sometimes. Alright. Then Tid had a humbling realization that neither of them, Cody nor Calm, still believed in him. Tid said they no longer kept the fire of faith intact. Calm was tricked into hosting Tid when Chase the Sun was lost, and Cody was losing faith due to Tid's betrayal. Also, Tid realized that his fragments are not merely left when his hosts die, but they are left when he departs from them, aka when they lose faith in him. Back to Cody and Calm, SAO didn't kill either of them because they wanted to see it happen. Tid leave them and then they spawn a fragment, and that's how SAO can destroy the fragments. Tid doesn't know if they learn from the fragments they take or if they can only destroy them. Alternatively, they may fear infection, so destroying the fragment is the safest option. Tid mentions that if Bells found the first fragment after freeing Cody, the fragment Cody left behind at least, it would be empathetic and desperate to drive her to find other fragments. We got another Tid quote here, so here's my Tid impression. It would tell her all he had seen, give her such a head start on the story of my kind.
So good, Zap. So regal. The idea is a gentleman.
He is.
Sure.
Okay.
Sometimes.
Ugh.
Tid says he wants to know what state that part of him was in, and he sees why Bells was so haunted now and didn't trust him. She basically read his entire embarrassing teenage diary, and I wouldn't blame him for being completely embarrassed.
I like how she's like reading all of his secrets and he's like, "What?" And she's like, "Nah, I don't trust you." She must know something that we don't. Just saying. Liz says, "Does the I Dare wear a fedora or a top hat?" Obviously, a top hat.
Yeah, he's
Obviously.
definitely top hat material.
Yeah, top hat.
Right. Such a top hat.
But moving forward, I have information on Perdici.
Give it to us.
All right, so AP Perdici texted the kids asking if they are part of that club. So I guess we're the cool kids now.
Hell yeah.
AP was a sleeper before the club, made him aware of what Speak as One had done, both to him and to his family. Grandmother, though she hasn't told him her name, is protecting him, speaking behind his eyes. After digging with her help, he's found that Sundown is a kind of gathering here in town, where two kids of the club's age will replace Speak as One's current voice pair. AP can teach the voices a way to hear where and when it'll happen once the decision is made. But the club needs to ask the voices to send an adult representative to meet him near the Townsend Motel at the edge of town on Sunday night. And grandmother should be able to keep Speak as One from following him. If the kids want to infiltrate Sundown, they'll need to be in deep with one of the voices. If they don't believe in any, they can use the liar one, aka the eye burn. I'm sorry, somebody wrote this.
Sorry, I had to.
I mean TID.
Did you like my
I'm being
burn?
sabotaged here, okay? My teleprompter is rigged. Although SAO destroyed the Watcher, that was his mother, and erased her from the song, there is no special watch on him. And grandmother is helping him stay that way, keeping him hidden in the song. In response to whether or not we can trust Perdici, TID says that his mother, Livia, the Watcher, had doubts of her own and slowly sought to wake up Perdici in order to share these thoughts. The waking up process had to be gradual. TID says that due to the club, SAO silenced her forever, which gave Perdici motive and means to go against SAO. So I guess you guys can trust him, probably.
Thank you, Zayden, for dealing with my bullshit. My bullshit. Sorry, Zayden, my bullshit.
Wow, wow. This is supposed to be for families.
I'm trying.
You're gonna get demonetized.
My sailor mouth is trying. Nobody let Zayden watch last month's episode when he wasn't here. Definitely no cuss words were said ever.
Oh my god.
Never. No.
Y'all been cussing on my Redacre Neighborhood Watch. My good, clean SAO Redacre Neighborhood Watch.
Sorry. Well, that is great information about Perdici. Obviously, as the month went on, some hosts acted on that, and we have, I think, a little more information about that later as well.
Shortly after the reveal of HGS stalkers, UC said that HGS is tired of it because people gather up and wait for the stalker to appear instead of hunting it. He says it's stale.
Yeah,
Which,
I actually
as
agree
a
with him.
stalker, yeah, like I hate it. Like you're
I
looking
really
at them
hate
from
when
the
they
door.
just they turn into gargoyles, right? They just start standing at the top. It's like, why am I even playing? You guys are just gonna gargoyle every single time. Just do the
Right,
mission.
like I'm just
Try to do
sitting at the red door and I just see them sitting on the roof. Like, what are you all doing? Do the mission.
Yeah,
Go
dude.
finish your mission.
I know, it's the
Eat your
worst.
vegetables. Go finish your mission.
I actually agree with him. This might be an unpopular opinion, but he has a good take, guys.
Oh no. Oh no.
Some HES kids may choose to wait for the stalker test, but other kids can send him a prayer about how they're strong and how they have proven themselves worthy of the mask. Well, on my teleprompt, there's some crossed out stuff.
That was me furiously last night crossing out. I mean, you could still read it.
Oh, it says there's also some impending vague act that he's about to do, or about. Yeah, we hope it is something we've planned for. Haha.
What? That sounds so ominous.
Literally.
And then a UC quote: "The word has spread. The test means less to him, and soon he must act." Yeah. Welp.
I didn't know how to. It was too funny, like not funny, but too like, OMG, it all happened. Oh my God, what's going on? To just delete. So had to leave it in there and be like, if our show was one day earlier, this would have been so prophetic. All right, and yeah, haha, JK, unless, whoops. And on that note, we are actually ready to do another Redacre Neighborhood Watch giveaway. This is also for a physical item, requires a mailing address, but all it requires you to do right now is to smash that exclamation point giveaway in the chat. There we go. It started.
We timed that really good again.
Yeah, we did.
You did, yeah.
It's like we've been doing this for a long time. No, not really. The chat knows we can't pull the wool over their eyes. All right, Zayden did the drum roll last time, so is it going to be RK or Hasty doing the drum roll this time?
Do you want like a percussive drum roll or just like a verbal drum roll?
You get to do whatever you want.
Okay, I'll do it then.
Okay. Few more
Let
seconds.
me know when everyone's ready.
Sure thing. Few more seconds. Just exclamation point giveaway in the chat gets you entered for a physical item. You can see all of our offerings in the Discord. All right. We are ready for your drum roll.
Okay, here goes. Drum.
Yeah.
Very good.
And Hunter Rose 27. You are the winner. Congratulations.
That's so cool.
Thank you so much for also being our VIP today. Look at you. Today is your day. Congrats. Make sure to message me after the show. We'll get it all set up. And on that note, we're going to start a mission. And this was also obviously written before yesterday, but we do need to talk a little bit about how voices normally die. Not yesterday, not Dance for Us. Normally. Hashtag normally. The idea says that most voices don't die unless all of their hosts in that area lose belief. So in the Idare's case, his hosts were deliberately killed. In Dance for Us's case, she was eaten. And now in Die for You's case, also eaten. So honestly, I don't know that they can call this the norm anymore. I feel like in Redacre, we have now switched up the norm to how voices die.
Like they're like statistics of death. Like you're more likely to get ate in Redacre than you are to get your followers killed.
You are literally more likely to be a sandwich than to waste away. Yeah. For sure. Speaking of the hunter is able to force adult hosts to forget their voices, which lets him in. We saw that with Dance for Us. We saw that with Stanek and with UC. Obviously now we'll probably see the same thing with Die for You adult hosts. Hopefully it's not super painful. So we know that all that is left of that voice, and we heard this with the Die For You event is all that's left of that voice is in the memories that the children have. Because Hunt the Strong cannot shape a child's mind. We kind of heard Hunt the Strong talk about that when he said, like, the only people that are going to remember you are the kids, and, like, who's going to believe them? And so here's where I have to go a little bit soapboxy / shameless God promotion. Just a little bit. Just hear me out. Like, just because Die For You is quote, quote, gone, I don't think that means that you have to suddenly jump to another voice, or you totally can. Obviously, your character can do whatever you want for them, whatever you want their path to be, whether it's going to a different voice, rebelling from voices altogether. But I just want to put out there that my character, for example, is just leaving a little bit in her heart for Dance For Us, and whether it's, you know, with sundown and suddenly something happens and Dance For Us is able to come back, or when my character's 80 years old, like in a rocking chair, and suddenly, like, I don't know, feels like music from her heart.
God.
Like, you can,
Okay, Leia.
leave a spot, okay?
Okay, Leia.
So Die For You people, you can leave a spot. I'm just saying. Just saying. Hit me up about it. Just saying. You can leave a spot. I am not losing hope on that. I'm just saying. Just saying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all of a sudden, Granny's twerking on a cop car. Exactly, Liz. Sure.
It's happened before.
Okay, so that's my soapbox. I'm just saying. So, also to convince a child, voices, including Speak as One, are forced to work via dreams. So Speak as One must also use words, which they hate, because Speak as One hates words and feels like they have no great gift for speech. And they feel like children seem to prefer voices who do speak. I'm just saying that club members like Dare just fine. Ezio is just projecting a little bit.
This is a reach, Your Honor.
Just projecting.
Your Honor, she's
I rest
reaching.
my case. They're just a little salty. Anyways, Dare also warns that many seek to kill the voices, and if someone finds a way to do it, be careful who you tell. Just saying, be careful. All right, I'm gonna zip my lip, and we're gonna talk about someone who's not good at zipping their lip ever. Did you like that transition?
No. So we're talking about Laugh yeah. So, Laugh says he apologized to In Her Teeth, but she didn't think he was serious. Like, wow, what a turn of events. I'm being sarcastic just in case you didn't know. But it was because she said she could hear the smile in his voice. Laugh questions whether we should trust In Her Teeth to not stick around and be queen when the rest of them have kicked the bucket. In Her Teeth did share once that if she did continue to live after all other voices died, she might actually risk dividing. So this is a quote from HQ via Gwen, so... But if I were to be the exception, survive them, in time I would divide as the breeders did on accident. My family... Parts of me would name themselves and one day turn on you. Dax says...
That was so good, by the way. So good.
Thank you.
Yes.
Dax said that Laugh isn't the only voice who's worried that In Her Teeth's voices should die thing is just a power play. The only voice that doesn't seem to think so is the Dare. So, let me see what else is here for Dax. Dax is furthermore worried that Laugh will anger Seed the Grudge by hitting on her, and then he won't be able to join the pact. He needs to be convinced to leave her alone in a way that still makes him sound cool. So what Dax said on that point, he and Tid are more alike than either admit. If you tell him, you can't say that, any comedian is gonna say it out loud, and probably say it with his butt or something. I feel like he'd make sure that even if they don't have butts, growing one would be his first and only miracle.
It's so true, though. Why is it so true, though?
The laugh last butt counter.
Oh my god.
All right. Well, speaking not of butts, but as someone whose only interaction with butts would be to study them, I heard it coming. It was coming out wrong. I did an abort mission. I said it anyway. We're talking about the measure cuts. Just saying, the measure cuts.
And the return of the measure cuts. So, TMC warns the club that sundown is swiftly approaching, and in order to combat it, the voices need to come together. The pact will hold. Well, wait. The pact will not hold without LL's assistance. He asks the player that if they stumble upon an LL follower, to contact him and warn him that they are running out of time. TMC says his efforts to contact Laugh Last has been ignored and urges the club to reach out to him. You have spoken to my brother, have you not? You find him amusing, do you? I find I have a different palate. However, that is neither here nor there in this moment of time. His siblings need him.
That was really good.
Thanks. TMC's my favorite to impersonate, actually.
Definitely got them vibes. Very nice.
TMC also tells why he allied with Speakus One in the past. So the measure cut says SAO came to Redacre to escape the advance of technology, specifically the internet, which fair? But TMC says he does not fear this technology. He helped SAO build Redacre so a place could exist where versions of themselves could be preserved from the changing tides. TMC says he stopped working with SAO due to them wanting no other school fought.
I'm ready. I mean, game faces. You guys need me.
So, TMC, going back to AP Perdici, TMC sent a host to them. And after receiving multiple messages from the club, TMC decided to send a host to the Townsend Motel in hopes to learn the secret that will help the club infiltrate Sundown. The Measure Cut shared this interaction with Gwen between his host and AP Perdici in the hotel room, Perdici sat across from TMC's host and stared into the host's eyes with the lights off. And I'm not gonna lie, this creeped me out when I read it.
It's so creepy, but like in such a good way.
Mm-hmm. So they sat about 2 feet apart, looking into each other's eyes. No light. He would move, she would move. Then the other way around. At first, way out of sync. These movements seemed like old tongue. They make the person seem as if dreaming and hidden from the voices. Gwen also had to say this. She said, "I didn't know OT could be performed seated. If it was even that. Maybe there's a subtler version for older sick hosts." But over time, TMC said he felt her fade in his sight. Not gone, but as if he was dreaming. Or sleeping. Whatever this fancy brain dance is, I think it was the gift that the erased watcher trying to keep her son safe. TMC, Tid, and Seed the Grudge, both through grandmother, know this trick now.
For better or for worse? Hopefully for better?
I'm hoping for better. It's can only be good, right?
I
Right?
hope so. Oh man, just yeah, the imagery of like sitting in a room, no lights on, but yet like maybe just enough light so that like it reflects off of the eyes of the people who are in the room, and like staring at those two like black orbs with minimal light reflecting off of them, and all of a sudden like doing the same movements is so good. It's so good. It's so creepy.
It's so good, but it's so unsettling.
Yeah, like I get goosebumps every time I think about it, but then I'm also like, okay, can we get this also in video and audio form? Just saying. I want to see
Right.
it. Hey, don't oh gosh me. Don't oh gosh me. Yeah, no sound other than like a rinky dink motel air conditioners, like white noise in the background. So good. All right, and on that super creepy, awesome note, it's actually time for another away give. So let me pull that up. This is for a physical away
Everything's
give. And all you need to enter is exclamation point away give in the chat. And this is for a physical item, so make sure you're okay giving us your mailing address. All right, so we've gotten a drum roll from Zayden and from Hasty, so that's up to RK and Zap.
I can do one.
Sweet. It'll be an RK drum roll in just a second. All right, a few seconds left. Find a safe space. Okay. If you could give us the drum roll, please. Oh, that's a good one. The timbre on
Oh, thank
that.
you.
The winner is Storm Sorter. Congratulations. Make sure to send me a message. We'll get everything all hooked up. Congrats. Very excited for you. Yeah, really? Yes. Yes, you. All right, and with that, we're gonna switch the topic a little bit to our friendly neighborhood, the Idare, and sky stuff. Yeah, sky stuff.
Sky stuff. According to the Idare, speakers once saw humans put belief in the celestial, so they claimed the sun as a symbol of their eternal vigil. They see the moon, then, as a symbol of stolen light, or the other voices. Tid said, the light of the sun, reflected, they see as belief, stolen by us. I did not mean to exist, yet I do, and in doing so, I resist them. The moon cannot help but reflect. They would see but one light can abide no others in their sky. Indeed, the light is ours too. The Idare continues this analogy by saying the stars could represent the other voices. There are many gods beyond Redacre. Perhaps in this revised faith, the stars can serve as their symbol, a reminder to the sleeping god that somewhere far away, another burns brighter still.
How come SAO is being so symbolic? That's not them at all. Symbols. I know, I'm sorry. I just love that they're like, yeah, the sun, that's me. The moon definitely doesn't reflect the light the sun gives, it steals it. Hence all these other voices. That can be them. It's just so
I guess
funny.
from their perspective, it could be stealing. Like, yeah, factually it reflects, but
Yeah, you're giving me
poetically
the
it steals.
yeah.
I
You're
am
trying.
a
You're reaching.
bias. I'm not reaching, Your Honor. Objection.
Objection.
I object to these ridiculous claims made by Leia. I only
Excuse me,
speak
sir.
three
We have a
languages.
hostile witness.
I speak English, Spanish, and facts. Okay.
That was really good. All right. Well, okay. I guess we could debate reflect versus stolen until the sun comes up.
Oh my
But
god.
now
I'm leaving.
The shape has spawned. It just shows up after that comment. It's coming for you.
I'm sorry. Now we're gonna talk about
The shape is
SatCon.
here. Yes, SatCon. So, remember that trick from Pradici? Well, TAD breaks into SatCon using that trick, and he says that When Bells found one of his fragments, it led her to saturation control, where she met some of his hosts. And he wants to know what they were talking about. So some club members were sent to saturation control, and while they were there, they saw Lafla's symbol behind the adversary symbol. And it's not the first time we've seen it there, but definitely the most recent. And I remember when people had first seen it, and it was a good scalding tea, honestly. So the TAD says that the adversary symbols were left by Colm, Ryan, and then they also guide a player through the halls and remark that the angel is missing on the path another player went down. So a player was able to find a cell, though he does not specify whose cell. And after this encounter, TAD approaches one of his chosen, explaining his plans for exploring saturation control. He says that he learned that Bells met two old hosts of his in saturation control. A host that had begun to doubt him, Cody, and the host who didn't want him but only knew him in dreams, Colm. Bells used TID's fragment to hear him speak, and he believes that she heard him before she was taken, and perhaps once more when she was a prisoner in saturation control. TID says he knows Cody and Colm's nature, and the two would have a code in Old Tongue to guard their thoughts. He believes that if we can discover that code, we may be able to uncover Belle's memories. Jeez, say that 5 times fast.
There's a lot of C names in this game. Camden, Cody,
yeah.
Calm.
Mm-hmm. TAD takes another group to saturation control and observes that even a child who doesn't believe is able to find the cell. At the cell is TID's symbol, not the adversary's. He tells a Hunt the Strong follower that he wonders if their god inside Colm guided them out of sport. TAD says that the symbols are just one path. There are more paths to be found. And another group finds a turn that TAD hadn't seen before, so he can guide others there now. So TAD takes another group into saturation control and tells them that Bells knew to stray from the path because of his whispering fragment. And he says that it may be necessary for some of them to get captured by a shape because others have found deeper halls due to others being caught. He says one child has found another cell and another sign, but they didn't look up. And he wonders what that sign was. Wow, spooky saturation control.
Dude,
exploration missions. Bye. I'm all tabbing. That's creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've got a couple thoughts here where I'm drawing back to previous encounters where players would think, oh, I think I saw Lafla's symbol in SatCon.
Mm-hmm.
And if it is, does that mean that Laflas also has a cell in SatCon for prisoners of his hosts? And is that a place that we can find? Are there different cells for every single voice that is not Speak as One in SatCon? And then, as much as I'm kind of like, good luck, Tid, for bringing the kids down SatCon, I don't know. For me, I'm just like, will he eventually do like, go left, no, go right, or do like a heat seeking, like, all right, turn left, cold, warm, hot, 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 and then go
In
forward.
30 meters, please turn left.
In 500 meters, yes. Make a U-turn at the SAO symbol.
And then the player is just like, there's just a wall here, TID. What are you talking about? Take a left.
the roundabout.
I was interested in the part where it was talking about, like, if you run into a shape, like, don't worry. It's, like, helping other players down the road. But then there was, like, another section where the idea was, like, oh, like, the last person that went down there, like, ran into a shape, but, like, now we can go down there. So that's very interesting, thinking, like, is running into... I've never been to SatCon, so I totally don't get the orientation or anything, but, like, I wonder if running into a shape is, like, removing a roadblock?
Yeah, I was thinking of that too. It was both frightening and inspiring to think that some team members might have to...
sacrifice themselves.
Yeah, thank you, RK,
Yeah.
for saying the loud part out loud. Sacrifice
okay.
themselves so another team member may press on.
Right?
me pushing my team member so I can see the deeper end of Sakon. Sorry. Kidding.
Saying it. But why is it true though?
Me using firecrackers on the team member so they can get shamed first. Whoops.
It's fine. It's for science, right?
Sorry, dude. I'm just trying to see the end, bro. Don't worry.
Oh my god, it's so good. It's so good. Ooh, Ruby says, I know someone who's been making a map. Maybe time to do a community one that could be added to. So down for that. I love community docs and the way that the community comes together to like solve this giant butt puzzle. No, that didn't work either. Sorry,
butt
Zayden. This giant puzzle.
I'm sorry.
Butt puzzle.
Butt puzzle.
I'm sorry. I was thinking of a replacement for ass. Anyway, this giant beep puzzle that we have to solve together. Anyways, I lost track of what my thought was because I said butt puzzle. So
that's what LL symbol in SatCon is for, is to desaturate the buttness.
But it has no thoughts, just butt puzzle.
Please help me. Butt jokes that failed. I know I'm not winning today. Not that butt jokes ever win, but you know. All right.
It's
All
spicy.
right.
It's getting spicy in the Redacre.
Sorry.
All right. So now I'm going to chat about Speakers One trying to put their nose or noses where they don't belong. So, Speakers One wants to know if the club plans to do something about sundown and what that plan may be. The where and when of sundown will be decided in an instant so that no one can betray the sensitive information prior. Speakers One admits that they are worried about grandmother because she can listen to the song and then inform Seed the Grudge. Which for me, I'm like, yeah. However, Speakers One are also confident that they can work around her eventually. Furthermore, freeing watchers may no longer be an option. Grandmother believes that the club will no longer be able to free watchers, as Speakers One has grown wise to it. She says there is a new policy. Any arrangement of watcher memories that cause doubt will be removed. Per grandmother, she says, their new policy, courtesy of the voice, seems to be to wipe out any arrangement of watcher memories that foments doubt. Grandmother also said that as AP Perdici wakes up more and more, he will remember things in the song that she can no longer hear.
Seems like Perdici's gonna only get more and more valuable. Not to look at them like only from an info dump point of view, but sounds like it, right? Maybe. Did I ruin the moment by monetizing Perdici's worth?
I've reached out to him and for Livia, to know that she had still, like, I don't know, was looking over him, and it was like a final gift to him, was to sort of to wake him up. And I feel that too. My heart is going in 1,000 directions for grandmother and for Livia and now for Perdici.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, before we jump into this last giveaway, I wanted to say, Minty, thank you so much. Thank you for the snacks that you donated. We are going to have such a fun giveaway section next month. I can't wait. Thank you all for making that possible. We super appreciate you and everything that you do for the community and for this game. And we hope that you're loving the story so far, because we are. That's why we're here. All right. And so we have a giveaway, a parting tidbit from the I Dare. Sorry, I had to. And then we have a special announcement that we've been keeping quiet for a long time that we're really excited to tell you about, okay? Okay, I just had to say that because it's coming up and I'm so excited. But first, the giveaway. This is for a physical away give item.
Oh, the hot spots are back. Can we have some bands, please?
Looks like we're going to have, let's see, you click the right buttons first. Multitasking. Thank you for our mods for banning those bots. Banning the bots. appreciate you keeping this community safe.
We don't ban bots here. We devour them. I'm just kidding.
Where's that the strong when you actually need his ass, his rump, his
His
bottom?
His bottom, if you will.
Bottom, if you will.
Eats the bots.
Devious.
The haunches. Thank you. Great.
His
no,
butt
we
puzzle?
don't
No.
want it. No.
His butt puzzle.
Now you're putting words into my mouth. All right, Zap, are you ready to give us?
I am ready.
All right. Give us that drum roll, please.
Wow. That sounds like
Oh, wow.
I have a drum.
You have a
No. Ruby, congratulations. You are our winner. Congrats. Yes, an actual drum? Seriously. Congrats, Ruby. Make sure that you message me after the show. We'll get everything sorted and hooked up. So excited for you. Congratulations. And for our parting bit of lore, the Idare said something wholesome that I thought would be great to end with, because while some of our hearts may be hurting and some may be overjoyed, some may be confused, here's just a little quote from your friendly neighborhood, the Idare. Even though we are called gods, it is your kind, you, children, who pull off a miracle. My time has burned, but give up on us if you must, but never yourselves. For what it is worth, since my rebirth here, I have always believed in you. And I just thought that was so sweet. All right. And now for our special announcement. Okay, but I have to give a little context because I realized late last night that if I don't give context and people don't understand what is going on, this will seem very strange. So, the little bit of context is, if you don't know, I am a huge advocate of putting creepy baby AI into the Blackout Club. I mean, it just would fit so well, right? They could like crawl really fast at you, bite at your ankles, maybe crawl on the ceiling, chase you around. I just think they're so cool.
Okay.
And so I maybe have been advocating for them for a couple of years. Years. I think they're very cool. So, I think that's all the context needed.
I'm sorry, guys. We tried to stop her.
For this fun Halloween announcement. So, here you go.
On October 23rd, you're invited to the creepiest baby shower. Wait, those don't go together. The creepiest shower of babies? That definitely doesn't go together. What are these people doing? On October 23rd, the Redacre Neighborhood Watch presents a night filled with horror and giggles as creepy babies roam the streets of Redacre. Inspired by the Blackout Club by Question Games. Sorry, not sorry. Start saving your snacks. Audience members will be able to help or hinder their favorite baby. Hindering your favorite baby. Seriously? What kind of a person are you? Prepare yourselves for sharp teeth, cringy baby talk, and chaos. Join Liz, Dana, RK, Sparrow, Zap, Zayden, and Leia for a night we will all wish we could forget. October 23rd. You can't handle the cuteness. Hey, don't judge. That's my emo laugh. What's yours?
I would like to be a stalker.
Why you no give me Milky?
All right, we are
Yeah.
we are back. I hope you guys liked the trailer. I hope it's gonna be a lot of fun and you don't think I'm all creepy and weird, but you know, that's my brand. So many questions? Yeah, I know. I get that a lot. Questions and concerns? It'll be fine. It'll be so good. So yeah. For those of you who don't know, the Redacre Neighborhood Watch tries to do some fun TBC based tabletop games, one-shots, an ARG. So we wanted to bring you something creepy and a little more lighthearted this Halloween. So I hope it's everything that we dream that it will be, because that sounds really fun. So yes, okay. Now, moving on from that horrific stuff, whatever that was, we have the community segment. So let me get that set up. The community segment is art and other submissions that our community submit every month. And I am so excited. Yes, those voice lines were Sparrow at the end. And I love it.
I'm so happy with this. Brings me so much joy.
All right. Can you please behave for a second? Okay. Sorry, hold on. Technical difficulties with Google Slides. You know how it is. There we go. Okay. This is the community segment for September. And I'm so excited to show you guys what we have. Zayden's going to be posting links, I think, right?
Yes, he is.
Perfect. Okay. We are starting off with the embrace that everyone needs right now. This is from Hasty. And the title of this gorgeous piece is A Hug Before Sundown. Hasty, would you like to talk more about this piece?
I would love to. And it definitely hits different from how everything happening yesterday. But first, I should ask if you're curious, can you guess which emotes are being used to make this image?
The blood one. Blood price against for the TMC one?
Nope. But it is an old tongue. That's okay. Here, I will... Right, so the one that my character Hasty is doing is Here Doggy, if you can believe it. And then the one that my TMC friend here, Kittyface17, is doing is the old tongue gesture, all 1 hour. So there's a little bit of tricky timing there, where it's the Here Doggy part as you come back to standing, and then a bit of all 1 hour as the arms start to draw towards the chest.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
You guys have to time it out. How many times did it take you guys to do it? Let me try.
Time it out a lot. Take a lot of pictures. Wait until the collision goes like just right. But it takes a lot. But now that you have this information, please go forth and hug your friends and take care of each other.
Hug montage.
Hug montage.
That's so beautiful.
You think people will hug me if I try to do this as a stalker?
We'll hug you. Question mark.
Yeah, sure.
We'll go to hug you and then catch you. I mean,
it's not the first time I've heard that.
This is beautiful. Thank you so much, Hasty, for showing us and then also letting us know how we could do it ourselves. This is amazing. You're
most welcome.
Oh, thank you. We also have some submissions from Finch. Finch is an amazing artist. They also did the artwork for the icons that we have on stream. So we've got a couple of fun things here. We, first of all, have a Redacre Neighborhood Watch giveaway prize from last month. I think it was last month, of TF Spirit's kid. So we have the throwing the flashbang up in the air. We have the wonderful signature Finch halos that just are so ridiculously good. And like, I think we just should pause and appreciate this artwork first, and then I will talk about the others. How about that? What do you guys think about this rendition of TF Spirit's Blackout Club kid?
I like the colors of the jacket. They look almost like celestialish in nature, and I like that.
The casual posture and the flashbang in hand.
Yeah, I really love how people draw, like how the celestial clothes move in the game. I really like how people, like artist interpretation of it.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was trying to say. Like almost like it stays like the pattern almost like moves. Like if the character move, the pattern would move with it. I like that. Yeah.
I'm always a fan of like colors and bright colors, so I'm always looking at that halo like, oh.
Beautiful. I'm the same. It just always looks so delectable. So thank you, Finch, for being an artist that is willing to let us give away commission slots, because this is so much fun seeing artwork of TBC kids. Also, we have an animation that I'm sure you couldn't have missed that definitely also hits a little differently from yesterday. But this is an animation of Finch's kid, Gut, wearing their funky new Hunt the Strong mask. So Finch had this idea floating around their group that each chosen's mask only activates once the chosen that it's gifted to touches it. And so this is their rendition of Gut touching and putting on the mask and having it activate into Hunt the Strong mask. What do you guys think about that?
Yeah, I really like that idea. I was thinking about it as you're saying it, like the inner teeth mask doesn't have a void until you wear it. And then I don't know how the other ones would work.
I love the effect of it. It's reminiscent to me of like ink or oil and the way it just flies up from the jawline. Yeah, and the eye too. And it makes sense because it's as the rewards would go on, you would say his face was becoming yours.
Ooh.
Yeah, I just love how like as it activates, like Gut's character is like closing their eyes, and I'm just like, ooh.
Submitting to being a Hunt the Strong kid, for sure. We also have these amazing icons in the corner. It's a very small picture of them, but Finch has been amazing and has always like offered cleaned up versions of the voice symbols to the community, and also making one for Chase the Sun. And so we hopefully posted the link in chat, but Finch has had this idea of these custom voice pins and ended up doing a bunch of different options and wanted to make them readily available for anyone interested. And so there's every version plus the clean transparent icons of each symbol and a close your eyes GIF downloadable from the folder that we linked. So, oh my gosh, thank you so much. And also big thank you to Patch Rabbit for the trace of the TBC icon. That is so amazing of you guys to offer that to the community. And thank you for always thinking of us, especially us non-artistic people that also want to have nice things. We appreciate you. That's so great. And last but not least, we have some submissions from our lovely Crate. So Crate says, I'm planning some big stuff, but here, have all of the, I don't know if you're supposed to call them PNG tubers or pinch tubers, but you know, those things. The head overlays. And so these are some that they've done for commissions, some for friends. One was even for a Redacre Neighborhood Watch giveaway. Crate says each one took about 2 hours for both versions, minus Crate's, which was a little more detailed. So if we go from order left to right, top to bottom, there's Crate's kid, Lostia, Mesmer, Masada, RK, Kirby, TF Spirit, and Storm. This is a message from Crate. Seeing these light up in OBS is a delight. Seeing the different attitudes the kids take with them to missions every night and the mannerisms they use to talk with is always fun to illustrate. Glasses are not, though. They get in the way of my expressions. Either way, emergency commissions are open, so please feel free to contact me. Commissions start as little as $5 for 15 minutes of work. That is amazing. What do you guys think?
I love all the work that Z does. Always creates stuff is always so good.
There are a couple player characters here I didn't see before. Like I didn't see Mesmer's one before. They're just wonderful. I don't stream at this time, but they very strongly compel me to consider having one.
Yeah, they're really pretty in stream. Also, obligatory RK.
Points at RK.
Me.
Okay,
You.
Yeah, I just love the different like expressions, and it's like so unique to each like kid.
I'm like in love with the dark circles under the eyes. Like I identify with that. Get it? I identify. Anyways, I identify with those dark circles, so I feel represented in this. This is absolutely wonderful. As Crate says, it doesn't show well, but the static versions also have the voice icons that the person follows. Yeah, it is hard to see on this white background, but there is like, you can see here, like in her teeth symbol, in her teeth, the idea. Very, very cool. Some TMC, obviously skeptics. It's so
obviously.
obviously. Thank you so much for sharing that with us, Crate. We can't wait to see what you come up with next. It's always amazing. And as usual, if you want to submit art, poems, stories, songs, community guides, anything TBC related, we would love to showcase your artwork. We have a submission form. It's linked in our Twitch panels and in our Twitter bio. We accept submissions all the way up until basically the day before the next podcast, which is always the last Saturday of every month. And I am so looking forward to how people process the new story bits and the Die For You art that we might see next month. I think it will be amazing. All right. And with that, do you hear that?
What?
Hear
oh
what?
no!
Do you hear that? It's a booty puzzle. Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no!
No!